Hello, devoted fans of Days of Our Lives. Welcome back to the TV Days Drama Digest channel, where we dive deep into the heart-pounding, tear-jerking, and jaw-dropping moments that unfold in the beloved town of Salem. Today, we're unpacking the full, unfiltered drama from the May 24th episode, a day that left viewers reeling with shocking revelations, tangled emotions, and life-altering decisions. If you missed the episode or simply want to relive the intensity, grab a seat, because this recap is about to take you on an emotional roller coaster through the lives of your favorite characters. From Marlena's desperate quest to uncover Rachel's haunting secret to Belle's heart-wrenching love confession, and from Andrew and Paul's blossoming romance to the brewing tension surrounding Sophia's baby, this episode delivered drama in spades. Let's dive into the stories that had Salem buzzing. The episode opened with a quiet but chilling scene in the DiMera mansion, where Dr. Marlena Evans, Salem's most trusted psychiatrist and matriarch, sat by her niece Rachel's bedside. The soft glow of a bedside lamp illuminated Rachel's troubled face as she tossed and turned, her sleep plagued by murmurs that sent shivers down Marlena's spine. Marlena, ever the keen observer, had overheard Rachel's fragmented whispers the previous night, words like gun, EJ, and Johnny, and her heart sank. The recent shooting of EJ DiMera, a pivotal figure in Salem's power struggles, had left the town in chaos, and now it seems the trauma had seeped into Rachel's young mind. Marlena's maternal instincts kicked into overdrive. She knew Rachel was hiding something, a secret so heavy it was stealing her peace. With her trademark blend of compassion and determination, Marlena gently coaxed Rachel to open up. The scene was a masterclass in emotional tension, as Rachel's wide, fearful eyes met Marlena's steady gaze. "Sweetheart," Marlena whispered, her voice trembling with concern, "you can tell me anything. I'm here to help you." But Rachel resisted, her lips quivering as she clutched her blanket like a lifeline. It took every ounce of Marlena's expertise to break through the wall of fear, and when Rachel finally spoke, the room seemed to freeze. "I know who shot EJ," Rachel blurted, her voice barely above a whisper. The words hung in the air like a thunderclap, and Marlena's breath caught in her throat. Rachel's confession was a bombshell that threatened to upend the fragile bonds of the DiMera family. But the revelation came with a twist that left Marlena and viewers stunned. Rachel admitted she hadn't seen Johnny DiMera pull the trigger, but she had witnessed a heated argument between Johnny and EJ, with Johnny brandishing a gun. In Rachel's mind, the pieces fit. Johnny, consumed by his festering rage toward his father, must be guilty. Marlena's heart shattered at the accusation. Johnny, her beloved grandson, had always been a fiery soul, but a murderer? The thought was unthinkable. Yet Marlena couldn't ignore the truth in Rachel's words. Johnny's recent clashes with EJ had been explosive, fueled by years of resentment over EJ's manipulative schemes. The camera lingered on Marlena's face as she grappled with her loyalty to Johnny and her duty to uncover the truth. Rachel's secret had set the stage for an inevitable confrontation, and Marlena's resolve hardened. She would have to face Johnny no matter how much it pained her. As the scene faded, viewers were left with a sinking feeling. Rachel's words could tear the DiMera family apart. Would Marlena's quest for answers expose a killer, or would it unravel the trust she held so dear? The stakes couldn't be higher, and Salem braced for the fallout. Across town at the cozy Horton Town Square Cafe, Belle Black found herself at a crossroads of the heart. Surrounded by the familiar clink of coffee cups and the soft hum of conversation, Belle sat with her sister Carrie Brady and their cousin Will Horton, two of Salem's most empathetic listeners. The trio's reunion was meant to be a light-hearted catch-up, but Belle's heavy sighs and distant stares betrayed her inner turmoil. Carrie, ever the intuitive sibling, gently pressed Belle to share what was weighing on her. "You've been carrying this alone for too long," Carrie said, her voice warm but firm. Will nodded in agreement, his own experiences with love and loss giving him a unique perspective. Belle hesitated, her fingers tracing the rim of her coffee mug as if searching for courage. Then, in a moment of raw vulnerability, she poured out her heart. "I don't know what I feel for EJ anymore," she confessed, her voice cracking. "I hate him sometimes for everything he's done, but I can't stop loving him." The admission hung in the air, heavy with the weight of years of passion, betrayal, and heartbreak. Belle's love for EJ DiMera had always been a stormy affair, a dance of desire and destruction that left scars on both their hearts. Now, with EJ fighting for his life after the shooting, Belle's emotions were a tangled mess. Carrie and Will listened intently, their faces a mix of empathy and concern. Carrie reached for Belle's hand, offering silent support, while Will leaned forward, his writer's mind already piecing together the complexity of Belle's feelings. "Love doesn't always make sense," Will said softly, drawing from his own turbulent journey with Sonny Kariakis. "But you owe it to yourself to figure out what your heart really wants." Belle nodded, tears brimming in her eyes. She knew she had to follow her heart, but the path was fraught with danger. EJ's shooting had cast a shadow over their already fragile connection, and Belle feared that pursuing her feelings could lead to more pain. The scene was a poignant reminder of Days of Our Lives' ability to capture the messy, human side of love. Belle's confession set the stage for a reckoning, as she grappled with her loyalty to her family and her undeniable pull toward EJ. Would she find clarity, or would her heart lead her into deeper chaos? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain: Belle's journey was far from over. While heartbreak simmered elsewhere in Salem, love blossomed in the most beautiful way at the Grand Brady Pub, transformed into a breathtaking venue for Andrew Donovan and Paul Narita's wedding. The pub, a cornerstone of Salem's history, was adorned with cascading white roses, twinkling fairy lights, and soft lavender drapes that created an atmosphere of pure romance. Friends and family filled the space, their faces glowing with anticipation as Andrew and Paul prepared to make their lifelong commitment. The ceremony was a spectacle of emotion, with every detail meticulously crafted to reflect the couple's journey. Andrew, dashing in a tailored navy suit, stood at the altar, his eyes shimmering with tears as Paul walked down the aisle in a crisp white tuxedo. The music swelled, a soulful rendition of At Last by Etta James, and the room seemed to hold its breath. When Paul reached Andrew, their hands clasped tightly, and the love in their eyes was palpable. The officiant, a close family friend, spoke of love's resilience, drawing parallels to Andrew and Paul's unwavering bond despite the challenges they'd faced. As the couple exchanged vows, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Andrew's voice trembled as he promised to be Paul's rock, his partner, and his home. "You've shown me what it means to love without fear," he said, his words piercing the hearts of everyone present. Paul, ever the eloquent one, responded with vows that were both poetic and raw. "You're my safe harbor, Andrew," he said, his voice steady despite the tears streaming down his face. "I choose you, today and every day." The crowd erupted in cheers as they sealed their vows with a kiss, a moment that felt like a triumph of love over all odds. The reception that followed was a joyous celebration, with heartfelt toasts from loved ones like John Black, Marlena's husband, who praised the couple's courage, and Sonny Kariakis, Paul's ex, who offered a tearful but genuine blessing. The dance floor came alive as Andrew and Paul shared their first dance to a soulful ballad, their laughter and stolen glances a testament to their unbreakable bond. For a moment, Salem's troubles faded, and love reigned supreme. Yet, even in this moment of bliss, Days of Our Lives hinted at future drama. A fleeting shot of a mysterious figure watching from the shadows suggested that Andrew and Paul's happiness might soon be tested. Would their love withstand the storms that Salem so often brewed? Fans could only hope, but for now, the couple's wedding was a beacon of hope in a town fraught with secrets. Meanwhile, in a quieter corner of Salem, Shane Donovan found himself grappling with a different kind of drama. In a private moment at the Donovan family home, Shane sat down with his nephew Tate Black to discuss a matter that had been weighing heavily on both their minds: Sophia's baby. The news of Sophia's pregnancy and her decision to pursue adoption had sent shockwaves through the family, and Tate's role as the father had placed him at the center of a storm. Shane, ever the wise and perceptive uncle, noticed a shift in Tate's demeanor. The young man's usual confidence was replaced by a quiet uncertainty, and Shane couldn't shake the feeling that Tate was having second thoughts about the adoption. "Tate," Shane began, his tone gentle but probing, "you know you can be honest with me. Are you sure about this?" Tate's hesitation spoke volumes. He admitted that he'd been thinking about what it would mean to let the baby go, and the idea of raising the child with Sophia had begun to take root. The conversation was a delicate dance of emotions as Tate wrestled with his responsibilities and desires. Shane listened patiently, his heart aching for his nephew's predicament. From Shane's perspective, it was clear that Tate's feelings for Sophia and his growing attachment to the idea of fatherhood were complicating the adoption plan. But Tate's updates were only half the story. Unbeknownst to him, Sophia was making moves of her own, pushing to expedite the adoption process. The camera cut to a tense scene of Sophia meeting with an adoption agency representative, her expression unreadable. Was she hiding something? The show planted seeds of doubt, leaving viewers to wonder if Sophia's urgency stemmed from fear, guilt, or a secret she wasn't ready to share. The baby storyline was a slow burn, but its implications were profound. Tate's indecision, Sophia's mysterious motives, and Shane's quiet concern set the stage for a conflict that could ripple through Salem. Would Tate and Sophia find common ground, or would their choices drive a wedge between them? The episode left these questions hanging, ensuring that fans would be glued to their screens for the next installment. As the May 24th episode drew to a close, Salem stood on the precipice of change. Marlena's discovery of Rachel's secret threatened to unravel the DiMera family, while Belle's confession to Carrie and Will hinted at a love story that could reignite old flames or burn everything to the ground. Andrew and Paul's wedding offered a moment of joy, but the shadow of potential danger loomed. And with Tate and Sophia's baby drama escalating, the town was poised for more heartbreak and revelations. Days of Our Lives * once again proved why it remains a cornerstone of daytime drama. The episode wove together themes of love, loyalty, and betrayal with a deft hand, delivering performances that tugged at the heartstrings and plot twists that kept viewers guessing. For those who missed the episode, this recap captures the essence of Salem's latest chapter, but nothing compares to witnessing the drama unfold firsthand. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.